The most dangerous opponent isn't the one who shouts, it's the one who whispers, the one who wraps an insult in a compliment, the one who stabs you in the front with a smile on their face. They want you to get confused. They want you to second-guess yourself. They want you to get angry over something you can't even prove was an attack. And for years, they've gotten away with it. Forget everything you've been told about taking the high road. The high road is their playground. It's where they win by making you look sensitive and crazy. Today, we drag them down into the light. We're going to turn their subtle poison into a weapon that backfires on them spectacularly. These 5 sentences will not just win the conversation, they will make your attacker regret ever opening their mouth. Let's get started. Number 1, the concerned critic. This person pretends they're just making a helpful observation, framing you as the weird one for not following the herd. They'll say something like, "I'm not saying you're wrong, but most people wouldn't really do it that way." Don't you dare explain your reasoning. You look them in the eye, smile slightly, and reveal the truth about them. It's no surprise you think that. Most people already know how you'd react, which is why they wouldn't dare to do it in front of you. Watch them freeze. You just flipped it. The problem isn't that your idea is strange. The problem is that they are so judgmental and closed-minded that no one feels safe enough to be authentic around them. You didn't just deflect the attack, you exposed their reputation. Frame their judgment as the reason no one trusts them. Number 2, the social observer. This one loves to act like they have a bird's-eye view of social dynamics, and their observation always paints you in a bad light. They'll say something like, "I don't know, but when you talk, people seem to force a smile more than actually listen." They want you to feel awkward and self-conscious. Instead, you turn their observation into a confession of their own miserable experience. If you know when someone's forcing a smile at you, sounds like you've been through that quite a lot yourself. Boom. You just made the room realize one thing. How would he know what a forced smile looks like so well unless he's the one constantly receiving them? He thought he was analyzing you, but he was just reading his sad autobiography out loud. Turn their observation into their autobiography. Number 3, the vague accuser. This person throws out a general accusation, hoping you'll feel guilty and that others will connect the dots back to you. They'll say to the room, but looking at you. Some people, every time they speak, they always make others feel small. Don't let that vague poison hang in the air. Force them to own it. Look them directly and ask with genuine curiosity. "So that's how you really feel when I speak, right?" You've dragged them out of the shadows. Now they have 2 terrible choices. Either admit in front of everyone that they are the one who feels small and inferior when you speak, or shut up completely. They wanted to make you the villain, but you just made them the victim of their own insecurity. Force their vague attack into a direct confession. Number 4, the effort underminer. This person sees you working hard and can't stand it. They need to reframe your dedication as desperation. They'll mock you with a backhanded compliment. "Wow, you've been working so hard lately. Scared people won't notice? Or scared you won't get promoted?" They've just handed you a gift. Don't defend your work ethic. Use their own words as proof of your success. If you noticed, that means people are noticing. Clean. Devastating. You just used your attacker as the primary witness that your hard work is in fact getting noticed. Their attempt to make you look desperate just made them look obsessed with you. Use your enemy as your evidence. Number 5, the boredom expert. This is a classic move to destroy your confidence. They try to reframe the room's attention as boredom, making you feel powerless. They'll say, Do you even realize when you speak, the room goes silent, not because they're listening, but because they're bored? Instead of feeling insecure, you reframe them as an expert in the very thing they accuse you of. So you've made a room go silent before, huh? You must have known the feeling pretty well to spot it like that. The entire room will get it instantly. He just proudly announced that he is a master of boring people to silence. He tried to hand you a label, and you made him wear it like a crown of shame. Make them the expert on the flaw they accuse you of. Notice a pattern? Not a single one of those comebacks was an insult. Not one was a defense. They were mirrors. And passive-aggressive people are terrified of their own reflection. You are no longer the person who has to guess what they meant. You are now the person who shows them and the entire room what they just revealed about themselves. They are playing a cowardly game. You are playing a game of power, and you will win.
This was just a sample from my book, How to Make a Bully Look Stupid in One Sentence. If you want to flip a bully's words and make the whole room laugh at them in 3 seconds without explaining or insulting until it becomes instinct, this book gives you 50+ real-life mock-to-comeback examples, each broken down to show why they work. The replies you must never use, they make you weaker. How to judge when to respond and when silence is stronger. A method to improvise new lines on the spot, ready to use comeback lines for any situation, and a quick test to prove you're ready. $7.99 is cheaper than being disrespected for the rest of your life. Grab a free sample or the full book at the link in the description below.